The highest of all the Akan days of celebration.
Akwasi Day is the highest of all the Akan days of celebration.
Yeah. By the end of today's or the next one's session, you would understand the significance of Akwasi Day, why it is necessary that you have to honor Akwasi Day. Even the God of your Bible honors Akwasi Day. People don't know Achimota is a God. They are 3 in 1. 500 scriptures over that talks about the Akwasi Day, that talks about libation, that talks about honoring the ancestors, right? Why am I saying Yahweh? Because it's the Thursday God. It's just one of our gods.
So Yahweh is the God of African.
Yeah, it's from us. It's a Thursday God, one of our fathers, the God of tender, justice, and lightning. Also, do you know that it's actually a taboo for you to die and not to be buried by your fathers? It's one of the dangers in the dimensions.
Welcome to another episode here with Sofo Kojo Benstil. My name is Nyansan Boakwa. Welcome to Nyansan TV. Mysteries is what we bring you almost every time. And we are trying as much as possible to go deeper than what we used to do. So you're welcome to another episode. I'm talking about Ancestral Day, Akwasi Day, a day set aside to remember our forefathers, our past, and remember the spirits of our home, to offer drinks and food to them. Akwasi Day. All tribes in Ghana have special day they celebrate their forefathers, their ancestors. So today, I want us to go deeper with Sofo Kojo Benstil, the high priest, to take time and take us through Akwasi Day. Remember, Ancestral is celebrating one of the biggest Akwasi Day coming up soon. I'll talk much about it, but I'm talking about the details of Akwasi Day on this channel. Thanks to Doc Palm, doctor in your palm, your health in your palm. With Doc Palm, health is now accessible on your phone. You have the opportunity to meet a doctor for chat consultation, video consultation, wherever, whenever you need it. Remember to go to Play Store and App Store and download Doc Palm today. Doc Palm, health is now convenience. Remember, download now and have opportunity to have all your questions bothering your health being sorted on phone. Remember, the doctor will be able to give even prescription by the test you ask you to run for him. Then you are sorted. Download now. My word is that download Doc Palm today. God bless them so much for their support. So now, remember, I'll be right back. Then we go deeper with Sofo Kojo Benstil, Ancestral, for that matter. Remember, it's all about Akwasi Day. Akwasi Day. Welcome to Mysteries. Remember, subscribe, touch the button there, and join this big family. If you just joined us, thank you for coming. I'm super happy to welcome you to this family. Here we learn. We learn. I'll be right back.
Mikra presents worship and shrine, the visit to the sacred forest, the Akwasi Day service. Are you ready? 9th, 10th, and 11th of June. Sleep over at Ancestral, the Akwasi Day service. Are you ready? Call us now.
And I'm super happy welcoming you once again to this channel, Nyansan TV. Thanks that you've subscribed to the channel. Please, if you've not, remember, join this family. We are all waking up from our sleep. We are learning every day to empower ourselves as we used to. I have with me Sofo Kojo Benstil. It's always an honor having him on this channel. He goes deeper to explain most of the things that bothers our minds. And today we are talking about Ancestral Day, Akwasi Day. Akwasi Day. Akwasi Day. So you're welcome.
Okay.
We are super happy to have you once again on this channel.
There we are.
Yes.
We are home. This is home.
Thank you. This is home.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
That's why everybody must subscribe.
Yes.
You guys make sure you subscribe to this channel. Very important.
Yeah.
Let's grow together.
Let's go together.
The more you subscribe for us to grow, the more you also grow individually.
Wow.
Somebody asked a question that, why are you not famous here? You're always working hard. And the answer was that because you haven't shared my video. That's why I'm not famous.
Yeah.
So share the video.
Wow.
Tell the whole world that this is the Answer TV. And we are family. We are growing.
Yes. Thank you, Sofo. We talking this time about Akwasi Day. The past Sunday was Akwasi Day, and you could see celebrations everywhere. If you go to most of the traditional communities, you could see that they are really doing Akwasi Day. We are talking about Akwasi Day. What is it about? What festival is this at all? How does it play out? How important is this day? How must we commemorate this particular day? What must we do to prepare for Akwasi Day? The aftermath, the main event, what happens at Akwasi Day is our topic for discussion today.
Yes. Again, I want to say thank you for your amazing platform. It's not a lot of places that you go to express yourself, because a lot of our people frown upon what we do. So when you finally get a platform that embraces who you are and what you are, and with no prejudice, it's always an amazing thing. So to your team, to all those working behind the scenes, we are grateful to them.
We are honored to have you.
And also to all the gods around. I can never go anywhere without mentioning their names. And the newest gods in town, Obodan, Nana Sebi, Etudima Sebi, Obodan, Nana Emo Akwaba, and also Obwadekem, Obokofi, all these powerful, amazing gods. We are so humbled and honored. Obotumfo is where we are going. The sacred forest that we are going.
Okay, the next Akwasi Day. Wow.
Obotumfo. I haven't been there. And if you are not within the Abrafo family, you cannot go. That's Abraze, right? So the warriors, the executioners, if you are not within their family, you can't go to that forest. So we need the king of the Abrafo family to actually take us into that forest with certain rituals. If not, when you enter the forest, you not come back.
So is that where we are visiting the next Akwasi Day?
Yeah, we are going there.
Is it closer to Nyamekese Krom?
It's not far from Nyamekese.
It's not far. So we're going to go there.
We're going to go there. That's why
the next Akwasi Day.
The next Akwasi. That's why this Akwasi Day is amazing, because we are spending 3 days at Nyamekese Krom.
I can't wait to
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And it's going to be awesome.
But is it open to everybody?
It's open to everybody.
So whoever want to come can come.
Please come. Please come. And we have available tents, but we want to make sure you have your place before the mad rush starts.
So you have to book a place.
Yeah, please book in
advance.
advance.
Okay.
Book in advance, and you have to be part of the rituals.
Which is the next Akwasi Day coming?
Yes, which is June.
The date is June
9th, June 10th, June 11th.
June 9th. June 10th, June 11th.
You can't miss it.
Hey, I can't miss it.
You can't miss it.
I can't miss it.
People are booking their flights all over the place.
So wherever you are in the world, please get ready.
Come. Please
Let's do it together.
Please show up.
Wow.
By the end of today's or the next one's session, you would understand the significance of Akwasi Day, why it is necessary that you have to honor Akwasi Day. Even the God of your Bible honors Akwasi Day.
The gods in the Bible honors Akwasi Day.
Yeah.
Let's start Akwasi Day.
So of course, I still have to give thanks to Nanam Frama. I'm always humbled. He's the opening in this house, the chief God in this house. Nanam Frama, I'm always humble. I have a covenant with him that if he continues to enlarge this house, wherever I stand, I'll mention his name. So I have to honor him. Nanam Hofe, Napele Choko Nanofote. Akra Yensu is an amazing father. Akra Yensu, we are grateful. Fofu, we are grateful. Alanta, we are grateful. Ekpebi de Baja, we are grateful. Jofra, we are grateful. The gods are a lot. Tulaboy, we are grateful. Tobo Silete, we are grateful. Nogopo, Aflao, Kreko, Anyako, Keta, Dantrapo. We are grateful. We are grateful. Tobajiman, we are grateful. There are a lot. Papa and Tap, we are grateful. Chupesi pay Mabra and Chufu. There are lots. A bankro, we are grateful. That's offense husband. A bankro, Katechi. None of things we are grateful. Pra, Tano, and Cobra. Fosu, Densu, Wager, we are grateful. Achimota, people don't know Achimota is a god. They don't.
Achimota
is a god. Achimota, we are grateful. They move, they are 3 in 1. Yeah, we are grateful. Paraku, we are grateful. Domi, we are grateful. Domi Ase, we are grateful. So we have a god Domi, and we have Nase for no Domi Ase. That's where the Ayime and all the gods that Ayime we are all the gods. I mean, from the 77 gods of Cape Coast, my father's hometown. Nebo I'm grateful. Natabo, I'm grateful. Fosu Tei, Kwaboche, Tantre, Pedu, Inseche Kakum. None of we are grateful. Nabrenya, Elmina, we are grateful. Nabembeni, Buzia, Nabembeni, we are grateful. Butre, we are grateful. Aketechi, Kamfo Chrome, we are grateful. Belua is Azim, the main god in Azim. Nanan, we are grateful. So you realize I've mentioned gods all the way from the north to western South, to Volta. You understand? It's a beautiful experience to know the gods. Bosom Trip, we are grateful. Antwerp, we are grateful. Dedewa, we are grateful. Otubia and Su, we are grateful. Yankutom, we are grateful. So all the gods of your background, we are grateful.
We are coming to Antwerp very soon. Yeah. We want to meet Antwerp Kofi to tell us much about Antwerp. So we go into almost all the gods to tell us what they can and what they cannot, what they like and what they dislike. So if you want to mention any of them in any of your prayer, you know what to do. So this is a very beautiful episode that is going to expose a lot of stuff to you.
Odente, we are grateful.
Okay.
Odente, we are grateful. Tongo sent his regards the other day. Tongo, Nana, I'm grateful for recognizing the work that we are doing. Nana, that was it. And Buku, we are grateful. Buku, we are grateful. All the many gods that we are not mentioning names.
Wow.
None we had them for strength, for courage, for boldness, for not giving faith, losing faith on us, for not giving up on us, because we as a people, we've turned our backs on you, ignored you, disrespected you, dishonored you, and yet you never gave up on us. So now that we finally have some remembrance, we will definitely go a long way to always be grateful to you. No. Yeah, I'm a Ghana, of course. We can't do this without mommy. Amunwi. So when we settle first, we'll settle at Amunwi, and the rock that provided us water is what we have in the Bible that Moses went to hit them. This Amunwi is in the Brown Alpha region. Yes, because Amin brought us here. Amin. So where is Amin? Amin area, and I say, you know. And that's where when they didn't have water to drink, commanded for water to come out of the rocks for our fathers to drink. So we are grateful. We were here over 50, 60,000 years way before any document was ever written. If you go to what do you call it? The mountains. What was the name?
The Kojo Mountain.
Kojo. If you go to Kojo Abitifi, there's a cave there that we have writings in them over 30,000 years.
Yes.
30,000 predates Bible. So that's how long our fathers have been here. Predates history, the Western man's history.
I was told there is a root in the cave like that.
Yeah, with a written document. So before they say they came to teach us how to write, our fathers taught them how to write. Our fathers educated them, taught them civilization, taught them engineering, taught them agriculture, taught them everything. They rebranded it and now saying we were ignorant, we were naive, we didn't have clothes. We taught them how to be in clothes, even how to take their bath, how to brush their teeth. We taught them all these things. So we always want to honor our fathers that have gone before us and the sacrifice. You came here and were watching a movie, right? And I was paying particular attention to it. One of the reasons why I was connected so much to that movie is the blood that was spilled to build the nation. And don't be fooled, we have it at ease. We are here, there's no war in this country. People have bled, people have died, people have sacrificed to make Ghana this peaceful nation that we are in. So it's so naive of us and ignorance of us to sit in and not even recognize them, not even appreciate what they do.
Of our fathers.
Children were murdered, mothers were murdered. The blood that was spilled on the land is insane. So for us to say we would never recognize what you did, It's an abomination.
I get it.
This is why Akwasi is in the picture. This is why it's not just Akwasi. We have Aukudai, we have Fofie, we have Kojo. All these days were days set by our fathers to commemorate the history shared on this. Because Aukudai, these were the war days. These were the days that bloodshed was really done. So that's why we call it Dabone, because it's not that much of a good day, because they remember the pain, they remember the toil, they remember the sacrifice of our fathers, and hence why Akwasi is so significant, and we have embraced it, and we celebrate it every other Akwasi. We wish we can do it every Akwasi, but because people travel from far and wide, we give them time to reorganize themselves so they could join. So basically, we are starting the Akwasi conversation.
Wow, Akwasi. What is Akwasi?
So it's let me read something from the Bible. So one of the things that we are not enemies. I'm not an enemy to the Christian. I'm not an enemy to the Muslim. We are family. We are brothers and sisters. They brought religion to set us apart, to cause us to turn against each other. So long as there is division, we can never grow. So long as there's division, we can never build this nation. And that's why they brought things like democracy. It's one of the horrible things to ever happen to us.
Okay.
The people who claim they celebrate democracy never practice democracy. We can name them. They never practice democracy, right? And even to date, most of the thriving nations don't practice democracy. We can mention them. Anytime there's democracy, it means there's an elite group, very tiny of them, that are behind the scenes, that are always orchestrating and controlling who should come next.
The China is...
You understand? So all these people, they are friends, they are not enemies. You understand? NDC, MPP, CPP, these are all friends. They go to each other's parties, each other's birthdays, they celebrate each other. You understand? But these are schemes set in place to sort of make it look like, oh, we are at war against each other. You understand? And how wicked it is for a nation to say, okay, one government comes to lay down a structure, and the next government will come to destroy the structure laid down by the previous, just because it is not. You see how retarded it's made us become. This is why I want to publicly say I'm not against the Christian, I'm not against the Muslim. As a matter of fact, you don't understand most of the things in your very Bible, in your very doctrines. This is why you think we are at each other's throats. You understand? So we celebrate Akwasi every 40 days. The Akan calendar is a bit different from all other calendar systems, because our fathers were the first to even understand the moon system. Yes, the moon system, which is giving us the count of the month, right? That's why our fathers understood the science of ensuring that, okay, on every 40 day, which is basically like 42 days, but it's 40 days, we say, it doesn't matter how awkward the year is, it will always fall on a Sunday. The Akan system is the oldest system that has got it 100%. There's no other celebration on the face of the earth that falls on a particular day. Never. All the religions, it is always falling on another day, and it's always shifting from this month to this season. It's never in the same season. It's never in the same day. You understand? But our fathers instituted the system that made sure it was constantly falling on the same day. And this is what we call the Akwasi. That is the highest of all the Akan days of celebration.
Akwasi Day is the highest of all the Akan days of celebration.
Yeah. So it starts with the Fojo, which is the Monday,
okay.
And the Monday is a day of peace. So on the Monday, there's no argument, there's no fight. That's when visitations happen. We are at peace. Ajo, Edenumwajo, into Fojo. So it's the day that we seek counsel, we converse with each other, we communicate with each other, we make peace. No matter how horrible the situation, we make peace amongst themselves.
So the Fojo is actually the Monday before the Sunday, right?
No, that's actually in the month. That's, I think, the first 14 days.
Okay.
In the month. Then the following 7 days comes the Okudai.
Okay.
Then the following comes Fofie. Okay. Then the next comes Akwasi.
Okay.
You get how the system works. Okay. So when you, I think it's 14, I'm getting a match wrong, don't know my bad. It's like 14, then Akwasi comes, or either 7, first 14, 7, the Akwasi comes.
Okay.
One of them. So they've made it in such a way that on these days, the energies, the gods, the ancestors come home to help commemorate these days. So for example, if it's the day of peace, which is the Kojo, what happens is that the energy, the ancestors, those who have gone before us, they come to help us make the peace. Okay, if it's Dabone, those who have gone on and died mysteriously or died in ways where out of war and all these sort of deaths, they sometimes come and explain themselves why they died. Who killed them? Who did what? Who in the family said what? Who orchestrated their death? Who orchestrated this? All these things, they come on the Dabone. And also, if there's somebody in the family plotting and planning evil against each other, trying to kill somebody, the ancestors come and reveal it. So it's actually a day that nobody in the family should think evil of each other. Everybody is supposed to make sure there's absolute peace and love in your heart, because once you have it in your heart to work evil against your brother or sister, the gods will reveal it when they come. So it's a day of addressing all the hard issues and tough issues going on in the community, in the family, and all the evil being plotted against each other in the family. So in a particular family that actually celebrates these things, the evil plot or employees cannot stay in the family. Okay, it will be exposed. Except the priests are not attentive to the instructions and the warnings of the fathers. Okay.
That is when our fathers come home to make peace with the people. So if there is a priest, they will communicate to this priest as to what is happening that he is not seeing. Then he will address those issues before.
So this is a foreknowledge given to our fathers before anything would ever happen. Because there was a lot of war in those days, right? So even the plot of if these villages or this community is coming against you, so it all happens in Akwasi. They reveal all the plans of the enemy during the Akwasi, so that our fathers can prepare themselves well to meet. And battles were also fought in Akudai. Battles were fought on Akudai. So much preparation is given in to ensure that day we benefit from it. So every celebration of the Akan calendar, of course, is celebrated not just because we are remembering, but also bless us for us not to fall in the same traps of those who went before us. Then there's the fourth year, which is the day of celebration, right? So it's a lot of joy, and it's not really celebrated now. Then we move forward to the next 2 weeks, which is the Akwasi, which climax everything. So during the Akwasi, all the energies, it's not just about the peacemaking energies, the warriors, the healers, all the different type of energies in the community, they all come together and feast with the family.
So our forefathers, our parents who are passed on, our grandfathers, they come home to feast with the family.
Yes.
Take us through this process. What does that stand for?
What it means is that because back in the days, the Sundays were the strategic days. These were days that our father would take all the strategies, all the planning, what to do, what not to do, and all of that, right? So our energies, God also took advantage of this, because everything our fathers knew, they learned from the energies. There's not a single thing that they practiced that they didn't learn. The gods were teaching them, they were practicing what they were being taught. So the gods were like their teachers that were constantly teaching them. So on the Sunday, what happens is that, of course, the priests, some tribes, some like ours, we celebrate all the way from the Saturday night throughout the night into the Sunday. So there's a vigil that is kept for the energies, causing an awareness or creating awareness that, okay, this is your sacred day.
So they start from the evening of the Saturday?
Yeah, some start, not all, some start. And even in most tribes, it's not the whole community that starts, but the priest, the elder, they all start. But we are trying to involve the whole community at the Yamekesi for all of us to start it together from the vigil all the way through to the morning. So what happened is that early hours of the morning, there are various variety of foods, animals, sacrifices, drinks, all of that prepared for the energies to come in.
So I don't want you to take it fast with this one, because you want to understand.
No, we're going to understand it. I'm just trying to summarize it.
Sometimes we have to still go back. Yes. I want people to get the clear picture of how it is done, because there's so much evil attached to Akwasi there. So we want to just demystify this kind of thoughts about it, which is
we will undo all the evil to the
take time.
We will undo all the evil today. So I just wanted to break it down. Then now I use the very Bible that is being used to steer the negativity towards our spirituality. I never really used to speak out of the Bible. It didn't bother me because I didn't have anything to prove to anybody. I'm doing what I'm doing, regardless of where you stand. But I figured that because we are family, and that's what brought me to the point, because we are family, because we love each other, because we are not enemies to each other, it is imperative that once we are out, we help those that are still there.
So they come.
So that they can also come into that understanding. It's not like we are making the decisions for them, but at least they should come into that understanding of what we are saying. So them coming into understanding is actually them coming to a place where they understand that, wait a minute, this is actually something not evil. This is actually something that my God used to talk about. And I'm talking about the God of the Bible, right? And FYI, I do subscribe to the Bible. But everything in the Bible were stories that were picked from our fathers. That's one thing we have to understand. There's not a single thing that is in the Bible that wasn't practiced way before the Bible was written.
Okay.
All the practices, our fathers had them, then they came to meet it and adopted it and made it their own, rebranded it, of course, put it into books, right? So when you go to the Bible, there are countless, if I'm not mistaken, there are over 500 scriptures that talks about the Akwasi, that talks about libation, that talks about honoring the ancestors.
Okay.
Over 500 scriptures. So we can actually prove and overprove the fact that what we are doing is nothing against their God or their scriptures.
So after the ninth vigil, I just wanted to take it from there as you're summarizing. After the ninth vigil, to the next morning, food and stuff are offered. I want you to continue.
So after night vigil, night vigil, of course, that's when the energies, during the night vigil, the energies also come, so depending on which altar that we are on. Because in this community, we have diverse altars. We have the fire altars, we have the water altars, we have the women's shrine, we have the Mami water energies, we have the God of the earth and all of that. So we go to all these different shrines, offering our gratitude and thanksgiving and sacrifices to them.
Okay.
Some of them decide to come and visit us and speak to us and minister to us and help us, just as our fathers used to do back in the days, right? So depending on which energy we are before, that will determine whether we are giving a white mashed yam or a colored yellow mashed yam, or whichever offering we are giving. Whether we are giving just the sweet offerings, the fruit, or depending on that particular energy that we are. So this is done the early hours of the morning. Then after all the feast is done for the end, the gods have to eat first. After they are done eating, as a community, as a family, we also have to now sit down and eat from what the gods have already eaten.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I understand. So right after this how the Akwasi is done.
This how the Akwasi.
Somebody can also wake up at dawn and say, I've started at dawn and finish it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you are. You always start the early hours of the morning, before everybody is up. You know, so you prepare, and it's always advantageous when you know what your ancestors used to like, what your fathers used to like. It's always advantageous because that way you prepare something that they already enjoy.
Okay.
But one thing you should never do when you're preparing food for the energies, don't put salt, don't put pepper, don't put all these spices, none of that.
So if you're preparing food for Akwasi Day, no spice.
No spices, no salt. Just give it raw. Some of the gods like white yams, some of the gods like yellow yams, depending on which god is in your background. That's why it's always good to know. Sometimes if you have a father that died, if you have a mother that died, if you have an uncle, sister, whatever they enjoyed eating when they were here, that's what you offer to them.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So that you are literally serving them.
Wow. So now you want to use the Bible. Let's take a time and go there. So wherever you're watching me from, I want to take a break. And this break, I want to show you the next Akwasi Day of Omunyami Kesekom. There will be contacts there so they can register ahead of time. I'll be right back after this break. Take your time and watch the advert. Get yourself ready for the next Akwasi Day at Omunyami Kesekom. I'll be right back.
Mikra presents Worship and Shrine, the visit to the sacred forest, the Akwasi service. Are you ready? 9th, 10th, and 11th of June. Sleep over at Unyame Kesekrom, the Akwasi service. Are you ready? Call us now.
Welcome back. You watched it and you're surprised, right? Pick the number. Join us. I will be there myself. The last Akwasi Day, I was there. So I'm expecting you. Come. Wherever you are in the world, come and join us. And let me greet Gliot. You joined us the other time all the way from UK. I know you're coming. Yasantua, please come this time. Obey Chua from UK. You are coming because of Akwasi Day. I'm expecting you to be here. Charlie, it will be super to join us. Wherever you find yourself, join this Akwasi Day and learn from it. You are there to learn. But that will take us through the preparation you have to prepare before coming, so that you get yourself ready to come. The dressing and everything we will show you, so that you don't just come and wear anything. We prepare you before going to the sacred forest. But you said we're reading from the Bible, so
Yes.
let's take it from there.
So first of all, people will ask, okay, why this 40 days? Why this number of days? Why this? So after every 40 days, there's a gap that is for the reset. Then the reset starts a new month. So every 40 days in our Akan calendar is actually suggesting a new month.
Okay.
So a new moon.
Okay.
Yes. So when you read the Bible, and like for anybody that would say that, okay, this is the Old Testament, but we are now in the New Testament, you should understand that the God of the Bible never wrote any New Testament. The God of the Bible never instructed any New Testament. His scriptures is Genesis to Malachi. So if you truly believe in the God of the Bible, according to the God of the Bible, the only thing he considers as scripture is Genesis to Malachi. That's why when Jesus came and quoted that in the scriptures it is written, Jesus wasn't quoting Matthew, he wasn't quoting John, he wasn't quoting Hebrews or anything. He was quoting Genesis to Malachi. So in the eyes of the scriptures, and those that the scriptures were written for, is Genesis to Malachi, because the scriptures was not written for everybody. The scriptures was a scripture of a God writing his writings and inspirations to his people and not everybody else in the world. Okay, that's also another thing that we must understand. So whenever you go to the Bible and you see a new moon, it is referring to the new month.
Okay.
Which is the Akwasi Day. Because in our Akan calendar we only have 7 months in a year.
Okay.
That's why we have 7 Akwasi days in a year.
Oh.
So it's the first Akwasi Day and the last Akwasi Day that climax the year. The Akan system doesn't have 12 months. No, it doesn't.
Wow.
You understand? So every time you read, go and search your Bible. Don't take my word for it. Every time you read the new moons, right, there was a celebration for the new moon.
Yes.
No new moon will come and pass without a celebration. So if you go to church today, let me ask you a simple question. Does your church celebrate the new moon? If your church is not celebrating the new moon, your church is not following the instructions of the God of the Bible. It's as simple as that.
But when there is a new month, you see messages coming from pastors and all that saying, Happy New Month, this month you will prosper.
No,
it's not about
there
that
are certain requirements that goes with the celebration of the new moon, according to the very Bible.
So is it the Gregorian calendar we are talking about, or the new moon?
The new moon as in moon. The Jewish adapted everything from our fathers. No one else. All these later additions were addition. The Gregorian, whatever calendars they talk about, is new, is addition. It has nothing to do with what they adopted, right? So when we go to a book like Numbers 28:11, it says, then at the beginning of each of your months, so at the beginning of new moons, you shall present a burnt offering to the Lord. So to the God that you are celebrating the new moon, you have to present a burnt offering, 2 bulls and 1 ram. 2 bulls and 1 ram. This is what you present to the God of the Bible. Right? 7 male lambs, 1 year old, without defect. Well, amount description is giving you specific descriptions of how the sacrifice should even be. This is what the God of the Bible. Yeah, this is what the God of the Bible would take at the beginning of every new moon. And it's an instruction to every single person that believes. If you don't believe in the God of the Bible, take it. That's your prerogative. But if you choose to believe the God of Israel, these are your instructions that you have to do. If you don't do this, you don't obey the God of the Bible. So if not anything at all, let's forget about the ancestors, what have you. The God of the Bible instructs you to offer these sacrifices every new moon.
Can you go over again?
Numbers 28:11 says,
Please read your own.
it's not my Bible.
Read it.
I don't produce a Bible. So right, at the beginning of each of your months, which is the new moon, you shall present a burnt offering to the Lord, capital letters, right? 2 bulls, 1 ram, 7 male lambs, 1 year old without defect. That's why every time Reverend goes to buy the animals and they are defect, I get upset. Because it's not, they learned from us, not the other way around. So our fathers knew these things, they understood these things, they practiced these things, and these people came to meet it, right? Numbers 10:10 says, and also the day of your gladness in your appointed feast. So these feasts were not made by them, it was made by the gods. At the appointed feast on the first day of your month, which is the Sunday. Sunday is the first day of the week. This is why our fathers ensured that the Akwasi always falls on the Sunday, not any other day. So he says, on the first day of your month, the first day, this is when you bring the offering. You understand? And he says what? You shall blow the trumpet over the burnt offering. Means you should play drums, make noise, make merry, be glad on that. Blow the trumpet over the burnt offering. You shall blow the trumpet over the sacrifice of your peace offering. So when I was explaining the breakdowns, I say the energies come home to make peace, to ensure that no turmoil, nothing is happening, right? Over a peace offering. And they shall be as a reminder of you before your God. So it's a reminder that is saying that you are connected to this God. If you don't offer these sacrifices, you are not connected to the so-called God you claim you are connected to. FYI, those the scriptures were written for, till date still celebrate it.
Who are these people?
The Jews.
They still celebrate that?
Yes, till date. And hence, that is why they are the most powerful nation in the world, though they are very tiny. Because they are committed to their God. All the big industries that dominate the world, they're Jews. Nobody else. Nobody else has money, not even the Arabs. The first family to hit $1 trillion is the Rothschilds. Jews. Their estate is in the trillions. If nobody had trillions, they would never be talking about trillions. Why would they be talking about trillions? And these are the practices that they keep to their God, which is just one of our gods.
Can you go over again? This is something that people must read over and over.
Sofo, we are just starting.
Okay.
Because now we will go to your ancestors. I'm just trying to make people understand why we even celebrate it. How these people got to know it, because they came to adapt it from us. Yes, sir. Numbers 28:11-15 says, then at the beginning of each of your month, you shall present a burnt offering to the Lord. 2 bulls, 1 ram, 7 male lambs, 1 year old without defect, and 3/10 of an ephah of fine mixed flour with oil for a grain offering. So there's a grain offering, right? Which we do. Yeah, that's great. Because when you go to our houses, we mix corn powder in as libation. That's the grain offering.
Oh.
You understand? So as your grain offering for each bull. So every bull you offer, you have to pour libation for the bull.
How did they offer the bulls?
The burnt offering.
So they slaughter it?
Yes, they slaughter the animals.
Okay.
Yeah, to the God of the Bible. Yes, and they must pour libation before. Which people always pour libation before they kill animals? Isn't not us? Who else on the face of the earth will do this? You understand? So it goes ahead to say, with oil for a grain offering for each bull, and 2/10 of fine flour mixed with oil for a grain offering for the 1 ram, and 1/10 of an ephah of fine mixed with oil for grain offering for each lamb, for a burnt offering of a soothing aroma, an offering by fire to the Lord. You understand? So they are offering this by fire, which is the fire god, and which is fire. They burn it by fire as a pleasing aroma. So when the thing is burning and is going up, that is when the God enjoys. The God is not the meat that the God wants to chew, or it's not the blood that the God wants to drink. It's the essence, the energy of the sacrifice you are laying on the altar. That is what goes up. And once the energy is going up, you lay your supplication to the energy. So your prayers, that's why you say that your prayers and worship, your worship is like is a burnt offering to the, you understand? Because you are actually laying down supplications while these things are going on. So the sweet aroma, like the incense going up, is what the gods are enjoying. But in this incense, they can enjoy that, okay, this is a ram, this is a cow, this is this is this. They can enjoy it through the incense that is burning. So this is what is known as prayer in the days of old. Prayer is not, if you go to any person, you want the person to do anything for you, and you just go and stand in front of the person without giving the person any incentive, why would the person want to kill themselves for you? So this is prayer. When you offer these things, and hold on, it says what? It says what? For the Lord, their drink offerings, various libations, their drink offerings shall be in a half hin of wine for a bull, and a third for a hin for the ram, and fourth of a hin for the lamb. This is the burnt offering of each month throughout the month of the year. This is the offering for each month.
So it should be a constant
every
thing.
Akwasi die throughout the months of the year.
It should be constant.
Constant every month. You need to offer. It's not man-made. You understand? This is what they adapted from our fathers. And we already do this. You can't tell me Christianity came to teach our fathers how to do this. So the question is, if Christianity didn't come to teach our fathers how to do this, and our fathers were practicing this way before Christianity came, then when did the God of the Bible decide that our fathers are evil for what they practice? Because he had this in his Bible. So why, and people want to make the argument, Jesus came to, ask
that same question.
Jesus came to abolish everything. When the God of the Bible was writing this, our fathers were already practicing this. So the time the God of the Bible was writing this, why didn't he condemn what our fathers were practicing? Why did he allow them to practice this? It goes on and on, so many. 1 Chronicles 23:1. They are to stand every morning to thank God, to the praise of the Lord, and likewise at every evening to offer all burnt offering for the Lord on the Sabbath, the new moons, the fixed festivals, in the number set by the ordinance concerning them continually before the Lord. This is why we have certain other sacred days, right? But like I said, the Akwasi Day is the paramount. But there are other sacred days in between the Akwasi Day, which are also necessary for you to offer to the energies. So when we talk about the offering, the Akwasi Day itself is something ordained by the energies. This is the school of the gods. They have this in their prerequisites. It's there before you become a god. These rules are given to you before you can become a god. Then when you come and dominate a group of people, you teach them these rules that you learned in the classroom when you were training to become a god.
Now help us. You mentioned Akwasi Day. You've gone to the Bible to say that this is exactly what our fathers used to do, called Akwasi Day, but they said the new moon. So tell me, they were doing this to the God of the Bible. It's called Yahweh, right? So we are doing it to the gods of our home, our fathers. Are we not changing who it goes to?
So I've said it time and time. They were doing it to Yahweh. Yahweh. First, they couldn't spell our language. Yahweh. They couldn't spell. They can't. They still can't spell our language anyway. They are not learning, right? So when they couldn't they couldn't know the spelling of our fathers, they said Yahweh. So let me do a quick test, right? If you don't know spelling, you don't know how to put letters together. If you're trying to spell Yahweh to somebody, how would you spell it?
Okay, use the E.
Yahweh. right? You say right? So guess how they spelled Yahweh when they started getting it on paper? Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh, Yahweh. So they could spell it based on the sounds they were hearing, right? Why am I saying Yahweh? Because it's the Thursday God. It's just one of our gods.
So Yahweh is the God of African.
Yeah, it's enough. It's from us. It's a Thursday God, one of our fathers.
Yahweh.
Just one. When you go to the water, they say Yahweh, which is the Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh. Yeah. It's an ancient African God, the God of tender, justice, and lightning.
Yahweh is a God of tender, justice, and what?
Enlightening. That is the God. This is why the Greek mythology and all these other mythologies came up with Thor, the father of all the gods. Thor, Thursday, Yahweh, Thursday, Yah, Neda, Yahweh, Yahweh. The same God.
Wow.
You understand? So they just got one of our gods and decided that, you know what, now that we've gotten you, we would ensure that we don't leave you. We would discipline ourselves to fulfill every single requisite that you require from us. And since they started doing that, Yahweh has never failed them.
So tell me, if Yahweh is one of Africans' gods, we can call him any day. Why do we do the same thing to our fathers? The stuff you're supposed to do for Yahweh. Tell me the line between them.
Again, we also use the scripture to help, because when I'm saying it from what I know, you go like, well, these are only the traditions. This is the Bible. So
Let's move into it.
I know my brother doesn't agree with me using the Bible, but I want to help people. I want to help those out there, right? You see, when we talk about honoring the gods and the ancestors, question is, who are they, right? Okay. Why are they significant? Why do we have to honor them, right? The truth of the matter is, no one should ever forget or disregard the ancestors.
So
it's a taboo.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying a god. The ancestors.
So your past fathers, your past great fathers, the people that laid the foundation.
No one should ever try or dare to forget them.
But they're dead and gone.
So again, if they believe the Bible, right? Genesis 48:16.
Let's push it. Genesis 48, the verse number 16.
Yes.
Please open your Bible. Let's learn together. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please like, comment,
please subscribe
to the channel. Very important. Join this family because we keep on learning. We keep on opening stuff to you, to your understanding. Things you've been told that is demonic, we are now demystifying them. We are breaking it down. We are trying to let you understand that most of them are not as they said. Don't just believe what somebody said. Research yourself into it and get the clear understanding yourself. We are growing. When you were young, they could say that and you just agree. Now you're growing. Go back and do research. Let's continue from there.
It says, Genesis 48:16, it says, the angel which redeemed me from all evil, bless the children, the generation, the lads, the children. So different versions say different thing, right? So the angel which delivered me from all evil should bless. Which means whatever comes next after this is not the evil. There's evil there, and now he's commanding the angel to bless all of them, right? Okay, so who is the angel supposed to bless? Let my name be named on them. Okay, read other versions. Which means that let my name remain in their midst. Meaning they should never forget my name.
Who is this, the one?
Abraham talking.
Okay.
Abraham saying, let my name be named. So they should continue to carry my name for the generations to come.
The God of Abraham, the God of Abraham.
Let it never be forgotten. You understand? Now, it's not just about Abraham, but there's an interesting thing to say. It says, and let my name be named on them, and the name of my ancestors.
Because the Bible is claiming that Abraham is the first person who saw God.
So this was Jacob, and Jacob was saying, let my name be named upon them, and let my ancestors' name also be named upon them and never forgotten.
So who was he referring to as an ancestor?
So Jacob was referring to Abraham, Isaac, and all those that came before him. Abraham's fathers.
Okay.
So the God of the Bible you believe in did not have any evil content towards Jacob telling his children that let my name and the name of your ancestors be remembered. And because he says that what? The angel that delivered you from evil. So the names of your ancestors obviously was not part of the evil that the angel delivered. The names of the ancestors were good, so therefore should be remembered throughout the entire generations.
The same Yahweh was not angry, but Jesus is angry.
The same Yahweh sends the angel to actually bless them for keeping the names of their fathers.
But now Jesus is in the scene, so Yahweh is angry.
The father is okay, but the son that was made up all of a sudden is refuting and disrespecting the sayings of the father.
Wow.
You understand? So if the God of the Bible is not finding any evil with your ancestors, why are you forgetting the name of your ancestors? Now all of a sudden we don't even name our children Kwame. We go Austin, Joel, this. All these things from where? These are not the names of your fathers. It's telling you, don't forget, let my name be named on them. So the names you are giving to your children, whose ancestors are they?
We do christening. Is it christening? That's what we do now. We've forgotten the naming ceremonies that our fathers must come home, name them after us, give them the real African names. Is now missing. What are we doing to ourselves? Thank you, Doc Palm, for the support. I'll be right back after this break. Doc Palm, thank you for joining us. Thank you for the support. I'll be right back.
Mikra presents Wash and Shroud, the visit to the sacred forest, the Akwasi service. Are you ready? 9th, 10th, and 11th of June. Sleep over at Onyame Kesekrom, the Akwasi service. Are you ready? Call us now.
It's back with all new exciting time with your medical doctors and health professionals. Did you know that Doc Palm has introduced all new opportunities to chat with your preferred physician for free? Yes, you heard me right. Chat consultation on Doc Palm is free. Download Doc Palm on Google Play Store and App Store. Doc Palm, convenience. Doc Palm, your health in your palm. Terms and conditions apply.
Doc Palm, thank you very much. Welcome back. Let's continue from there. Doctor in your palm, as you saw, they have introduced an app that allows you to get connected to a medical doctor wherever you find yourself.
That's powerful.
That's very powerful. Now, on your phone, you can have access to a medical doctor, video chat with you. So anything you're going through medically.
So you don't have to be sick and go and join the queue.
No.
And be sweating. And
you can be in your home.
in your bedroom, you can call them.
The doctor will just come on, speak with you, tell you what to do.
We are advancing.
We are moving. So Doc Palm has made it possible.
Sure, I should clap for them.
Doc Palm has made it possible. Just on your phone, on your laptop, the medical doctor will be there, video with you. Then you explain what is wrong with you. Go and do this test for me. You not go there. After doing the test, you show it to him on the app. After showing it to him,
you don't have to go there.
No, he'll give you a prescription on the app.
That means my transportation is even secure.
It is even secure. So Doc Palm has made it possible. Now you can connect to everybody.
And how do I get a medication? The prescription they give
They give you the prescription.
with a pharmacy.
Then you go to every
accept it?
pharmacy.
Would they
Yes.
Oh,
Doctor will
wow.
sign it and give it to you on the phone. You
Online.
go- Online. Everything is online.
Wow.
Doc Palm. And we have pharmacists on the app. We have
pharmacists.
We have pharmacists on the line. We have doctors. We have psychologists. Anything health, they are there to assist you. Doc Palm has made it possible. And they have geolocation. What happens is that any doctor closer to you, you realize that there's even a doctor staying next to you.
Which we might never know.
You never know.
Because I don't know what's happening in
You
somebody's
don't know.
house.
So within short time, you can have access to every doctor close to you with geolocation. But your informations are also data protected. Your information doesn't get out of between you and that particular doctor, Doc Palm, the right way to go, convenience.
I don't want to fall behind. Just as you are talking, I'm going to download it.
You're going to please download the patient app.
I've downloaded my Doc Palm.
Download the patient
Please
app.
make sure you get yours.
Download the patient app. Download the patient app. Before we wrap up, I want you to tell us, because this is part 1 of Akwasi Day.
Yes.
It means that the sacrifice we do on Akwasi Day, actually we are saying thank you to the God of our home, of our ancestors, for being with us all this time and to help us in the next coming month. Is that what?
Yes, and because the God of the Bible, which we are using as a case study for everybody who thinks there's an evil associated with this, didn't have any problem with Jacob writing down this will for his children. They didn't just say, forget not the God, the Lord your God. He said, don't forget my name. Their fathers. Also, do you know that it's actually a taboo for you to die and not be buried by your fathers? Oh, it's one of the dangers in the dimensions, and it's not just spiritual or religiously, but even scientifically. And the God of the Bible forbids that you even die and they go and bury you somewhere else, not close to your fathers.
Before I wrap up on this, please help me.
Let's
read that one.
Let's read it before we wrap up.
Tell me about the next Akwasi Day, how the processes are going to be, so people can get ready and join us in this beautiful day at Onyamekese Crow.
Genesis 48.
So let's read that one alone to wrap up.
Yes.
This part 1 of this message. We are not changing. We will continue the part 2 with you. Genesis chapter number 49.
Verse 29.
Verse
It says,
number 29.
and he charged them and said unto them, I am to be gathered unto my people. Bury me with my fathers in the cave that is the field of the Ephron, the Hittites. This was Jacob says, when all is said and done, please don't leave me in this land. Bury me with my fathers.
Back home. Take me home.
Yes. So in other versions it says, let me join my fathers. So I have a quick question.
He never said, let's go to heaven.
No, I'm coming, but I have a quick question. Somebody that is dead, how is he joining his fathers? If you are dead, you don't know where you are to be buried. You don't know whether you are here or you're here. But he's giving instruction, I want to join my fathers.
He wrote down his will.
He answered that when I die, help me join my fathers. The 33 says, and when Jacob had made an end of commanding his sons, he gathered his feet into the bed and yielded to the ghost and was gathered unto his people. This is dead too. He was
dead. They wrote this.
It was gathered unto his people. He didn't say he was gathered unto the dead or going to heaven. His people. It means when you die, there's a people you are going to. When you die, you are going to your fathers.
It's in the Bible.
It's in the Bible. I just read it. The people you are going to are not dead. You are only leaving this body. This physical body is being buried, but the real you, your cry, is going to join the people that are buried. So these people that are not dead, but Jacob is now going to join them, right? These are the people we are honoring during Akwasi Day.
Wow.
This means they came, they lived, they experienced, they understood, gathered their experience, move into the next realm. When we are celebrating, we say, Papa, you did well whilst you are alive. Now come and bless me with some of the wisdom, some of the intelligence, some of the will. This is why every father that does great whilst he's alive, right? And his son connects to him, automatically his son becomes more powerful than the father.
Wow.
Let's look through history.
Wow.
Every son that has always honored the father, if the father built just one guest room, the son will build mansions. Everyone that dishonors the father, if the father built one kiosk, let's check. This is not, we can ask our friends, we can ask around. Those who honor their mothers, they are always able to do exploit. That is why even today, when you go around, buildings have names of people who are dead. They have pictures of, we have
in loving memory of.
We have foundations named after dead people. Why? Because they are honored. They understand that, okay, these people are not gone. They are only joined those that are. And it says, when I'm done, Jacob was in a foreign land. He says, when I die, Bring me to my people.
So how can the dead also drink wine and stuff? The next episode
We'll
we'll
come there.
enter there into detail. What we can use to honor them apart from the goats and the stuff we slaughter. We want to go there in the next episode. But before we go, the next Akwasi, tell us about it. Whoever want to come, how do we come to the next Akwasi?
Please, the next Akwasi is happening on the 9th, the 10th, and the 11th of June. It's going to be a 3-day celebration.
Wow.
The first night, we'll just welcome ourselves. We just mingle with ourselves, meet and greet, whatever you want to call it, because we have to wake up very early to go to the sacred forest. So latest by 5, we are in the sacred forest. If you are not there to go with us, you can't come later.
So you come and join us to the sacred forest before you can
Yeah, so you have to make sure you come the Friday night, you join us to the sacred forest. The forest is huge, right? And there's a secret about the forest. When we go, you guys will know. Listen, we are working, we are not playing. So the forest is huge. Once we make it to the forest, sacrifices will be offered to Obotumfo. A powerful God that you don't want to miss. It's my first time going to meet him personally. I've had engagements with him. I've honored him, but going to his shrine. He has his own shrine built with stones. No human hands built it.
Wow.
Yeah, his own shrine. When you go, you see that's what Obotumfo. So instead of the blacksmith, it's the stonesmith.
Okay.
You understand? So it's a beautiful place. Somebody went in and testified that when they went into the forest, they saw an animal. They didn't see the head, they didn't see the tail. All they saw was the middle. And the middle was so huge, they couldn't even comprehend the head and the tail.
Wow.
That's how huge and it encompassed them. So I'm excited about it.
And it's here in Ghana.
No, it's here in Ghana. They're actually another powerful shrine that also about than the God, but we won't go there now. So let me leave that on.
Okay.
So we come back from the sacred forest around the afternoon. We come and relax, eat. Then from the evening of the eve of Saturday, we start our vigil, which takes us all through the night into the morning for the real Akwasi service. So the eve we'll dine with the air energies and the fire gods. So especially if you're a fire energy and the air energy, make sure you don't miss Amhofe.
I am fire, I'll be there.
Yeah.
So do you have to pay anything? Do you have to support in any way?
Yeah,
whoever want to join that's to support, if even he's not coming, you want to support, is he allowed?
Please, if you are not coming, support.
Okay.
Right? And because it is the contributions, we don't take offerings, we don't take anything from anybody. So it's these little contributions that we are able to use to gather and honor the energies. One thing we do is that everybody that contributes during the celebration will mention your name and pour libation on your behalf.
Okay.
So whether you are present or you are not present, we are all contributing. This is what we call NCNC, no contribution, no chop. So we are all contributing to honor those who are before us.
How can I support? Which number?
Please call mobile money support.
So I'll put in the
please, the numbers will be there. Yes.
So that if you want to support, you can do that. Please remember to add the reference your name.
Akwasi, and just say Akwasi.
Akwasi, I think that
and it's going to be, and of course, if you haven't been to Onyamekese Kurom, it's going to be the first time you visit Onyamekese Kurom as well.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. We're super happy to have you today.
Always.
Thank you very much. Please remember, subscribe. This is very powerful from Sofo Kojo Benstil. I'm just going to continue with this in my next episode. Thank you very much. Bye for now.